Hello and welcome to Newton's third law. In this lesson, I will do my best to ruin your childhood. Not really, but it's another instance of when we are taught something in a certain way that is not exactly how the world works, which is unfortunate, but we're going to clear it up pretty quickly, so let's get to it. How do we apply Newton's third law to interactions between objects? We're going to be able to understand Newton's third law, including what action and reaction actually are. Apply Newton's third law to situations where two objects undergo an interaction. There are some pages for you, and here's everything we're doing. Action-reaction pair, the two forces that make up a complete Newton's third law interaction. An agent is the thing that applies a force, while an object is the thing that the force is applied to. Interactions, every force is an interaction between two objects. Every force is an interaction. When a force acts, that force is actually an interaction between two things. The agent, which is the thing that is doing the forcing, and the object is the thing that is being forced. Some examples. You lift a backpack using an applied force. You are the agent, and the backpack is the object of that applied force. A car brakes to a stop due to the friction force. The roadway is the agent, and the car is the object that is the friction force. You stand still on the floor, so there is a normal force acting on you. You are the object, and the floor is the agent of that normal force. Here's a more complex example. A magnet is attached to a refrigerator door. The diagram shows the magnet, which is gray, on the door, which is white, and the force is acting on the magnet. In all cases, the magnet is the object. The agent is the weight force. The agent of the weight force, is the earth. The agent of the normal force is the door, because the door is a surface. And the agent of a frictional force is the door, because the door is not smooth. The agent of the magnetic force is the door because the door is made of metal. Misconception says when an object experiences a weight force, then the agent is gravity because the weight force is gravity pulling the object down. No! The agent is the earth. The earth uses an effect called gravity to pull down on an object. So gravity is not a thing. It's just what happens. Suppose your teacher is in front of the class lecturing about Civil War. Would you say, sound is teaching me about the Civil War? No, the teacher is using sound to communicate to you about the Civil War. Saying gravity pulls me down is like saying sound is what is talking to me. No. Earth uses the effect of gravity to pull you down, so your teacher is using the effect of sound to teach you about the Civil War. Other items to note, the agent of a normal force or friction force is the surface that exerts the normal or friction force. The agent of a tension or spring force is not the rope or the spring, but instead what is connected to the other side of the rope or the spring. The agent of an applied force is the human exerting the applied force. Newton's third law has something to say about the interaction between the object and the agent of a force.